like this. Go. My nigga telling me to pray to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, having fights, it was hard in the north. But I said, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. Hope my girl could forgive me living life like a star. All red bottoms looking like I walked on the scene. Homicide damage with the pills. Young nigga came up still running from the system. Caught his homeboy stealing out the pack, so he clipped him. Been feeling down, need somebody for the lift. He been fighting with his girl cause he said it down feel. Mama say that he got drugs in his system. New image, old me, so they miss him. How the fuck I supposed to act with my father in the prison? Tell another nigga listen back then, I ain't listen. Real player with some young niggas round me, crib. With some old heads out of jail, leave a nigga miss. Lot of money, but they still don't understand how I'm living. From the streets to the can, either way I'm living. Put my rip a nigga up 1 second in a minute. Tell a nigga hit me up if he really got 10. My nigga telling me to pray to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, having fights, it was hard in the north. But I said, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. Hope my girl could forgive me living life like a star. What I say? Press the button and the door open up. Let my nigga out the whip. Ain't no shooting out the rave. Got the back and the front sold up. Tell him spin around the block right before you catch a play. Came home, started selling AA. Got some dog food on me with some act in the case. Got a K right in my home if you ran in my place. Put a bullet in his dome once it exit his face. On my knees, praying to God, telling him I'm going home if I don't live up to going hard. One night I ain't go home, girl, acting crazy cause she mad that I'm living like a star. Bitch, I'm straight up out them trenches, I ain't never had a heart. And I'm plugged in the socket, I ain't never had a car. And you want the fancy thing, so you better play your part. Told that bitch you don't work, then I swear you gon' starve. My nigga telling me to pray to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, having fights, it was hard in the north. But I said, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. Hope my girl could forgive me living life like a star. Like a star, yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Bookit Sports community and around the world. We're back with another episode of The Morning After. Listen, it's the morning show that makes yesterday's bad beats and bad bets, which I had plenty of last night. Feel a little bit better because we got a night of sleep and now morning to talk about it. Josh, how was your night last night?
It was good. It was good. I mean, didn't really do much, honestly.
You're a go-to-bed early type guy, huh?
I am, dude. I went to bed at like 9:30 yesterday, dude. I was exhausted.
You're on that Yale timing.
I know, dude. I was exhausted yesterday.
Sometimes I think about that where it'll be like 9:30 and I'll go, God, Nick is just getting so tucked right now. And I'm like just getting my night started.
Yeah. That's what I do too.
So unbelievably tucked.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into it, though, I do have an announcement that I want to share with everybody. It's really important to me. And it's something that needed to happen for a long time. It's something that I think Josh and I have both been looking forward to since the news broke. We're changing the jersey. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Can we get like, can I get a, have you ever played Halo?
No.
Do you know how to do the,
Yeah, I can't do that actually.
Dude, I need you to do it. How does the Halo thing go? It's like,
I can't actually do it.
Oh. Just give me like some throat sing.
Oh.
We're retiring Luca's jersey. And replacing it with, I think, someone who is going to have a very long career on this team. Someone who I am happy to have up on the studio for the rest of the time that we do this show, however long the show goes. This jersey will never come down unless he does something that requires it to come down. But I don't see that happening with him. We will now be brandishing the TMA studio with the one and only Sir Jalen Brunson. Let's go.
Let's go.
Fucking go.
Come on.
Will be fuck. How good does that look, chat? How about that, huh?
Do you have
that?
Do you have a new All-Star jersey as well?
We do have a new
Did you get
All-Star
one?
jersey. Yeah, we do.
Should we swap those out too?
Yeah, this is the nicest one I've ever gotten, though.
You like that one the
Yeah,
most?
I don't like the new ones. that
Wasn't
they
it
made.
blue?
It's like
Or was
blue
it
and
yellow? I kind of like that one. I
Yeah,
love
you
that.
can have it.
I mean, with the overs on the back.
And Brunson just got traded.
And Brunson.
Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should guys, if we get this show, and here's my challenge to you guys. If we get this show, and you guys can do whatever you want with it. If we get this show every day to 500 viewers concurrent on the YouTubes or the Twitch, either one, I will give away my PLL All-Star Over jersey from last year to one person in the chat. Not that that matters, but I think it'd be a really funny tailgate jersey. I think it'd be a really funny Darty jersey. You could burn it if you want.
The jersey's actually sick.
You could frame it if you want. I could sign it if you want. It could just be a bit or a meme within your friend group. But if we get it to 500 concurrent on either platform at some point, I will give away my 2024 All-Star jersey. Not this one. It's blue and yellow. How about it?
I would want that.
I feel like if I was in college, like that would just be such a good bit.
It would be.
Just wear that to like the tailgate, just as 69 overs on the back. No one would know it's mine. No one would know.
Yeah, no one would know.
No chick would know at the Darty that it's mine. They would just be like, "What does that mean?" Just be like, "Dude, I love betting the over and fucking 69. It's funny." Yeah. Or if you're a lax guy, you can't buy those jerseys. Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, here we go. Shout out Jalen Brunson.
Here we go.
Turn me up.
Here we go.
The studio feels complete now.
It does.
Studio feels so complete.
It's also nice if you keep the same color scheme too.
Yeah, we don't have to change out
nice,
the blue
easy
light.
swap.
This was a sneaky purchase. I think it was by Nick. He was bought the blue
very
light.
sneaky.
And just it looks good. Just enough shadow.
Aura.
Just enough aura. Before we get into the rat shit bets that happened to me last night, I wanted to tell you about something I'm doing now in my life that I think is maybe the channel think is funny, maybe you'll think is funny. So part of my mental journey that I've been going on the past couple months that we've talked about is I have found that my thoughts are very loud. And I don't know if you've ever tried this, but trying to silence your thoughts and just being in not complete silence, but a state of, I'm not going to say ketosis, but a state of calm. It can be very hard. It can be very easy to calm the body. It's very hard to calm the mind because once the silence hit and you calm the body, it seems like the thoughts get louder and louder and louder. At least that's something that I've found with me. And so I've really been trying for at least, I'll do it like 2 or 3 times throughout the day when I'm in my apartment because my apartment, it can be very quiet. It's not in like a busy center. And like I look down on like a, what do you call that? Like a courtyard. I look out on a courtyard. So it can be very quiet in my apartment. So now I've been trying to, because I think being in silence is a little scary sometimes. It's kind of like scary to be like alone in silence. So what I've really been trying to do is learn how to like quiet my thoughts. So what I've been doing, which I don't even know if this is an actual exercise, but I'll think of like something that like upsets me. And then I will try to bring my body back into like almost a meditative state to try to like work on if I'm really up here, getting back down here within like a little bit of a time frame.
Okay.
Pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Because then you start thinking through every scenario and then you're like, oh wait, I gotta but so something new that I'm doing is I normally fall asleep to like podcasts or music. Like I need something going or else I feel like really like, or else I feel like I'm just in like this chamber. So I'll either play like slow music or I will listen to a podcast. Normally it's podcasts. I like podcasts. I want to feel like there's people talking or whatever. But I've been going to bed this whole week, silence, no sounds. So like, all I can hear is the fan. And I'll tell you what, dude, I haven't done it very often. And like I said, I'm definitely a thinker. It is like, and it happened last night where I, locked my phone, I put it on the desk. And it's almost as if I enter like a vortex. And it's like now my thoughts. Yeah, now it's just like me and my thought, and it just like goes insane. But it's been a really fun exercise to be like, okay, now that I'm in this vortex, we got to like bring everything down, calm it down, and try to reach like a meditative state of silence while in the pitch black, which, dude, it's really, really tough. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but it's tough. But so I've been doing that. And last night I locked my phone, put it on the desk, and I have So something about me that's really interesting, and you can't get it medicated, which is super annoying, is I get sleep paralysis like 3 times a month.
Like you can't move when you
Like
wake
I
up?
see the Hat Man, where like I
Or
fall
you're like
asleep.
out of your body?
Yeah, not out of my body. Like sleep
You
paralysis.
just can't
like,
move.
you can't move, but something's happening
When
that's
you-
really
yeah, yeah.
scary.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you can't like move. And I've had it since I was like little. Like literally, I'm not even kidding. 3 or 4 times a month, clockwork, I'll get sleep paralysis. Like no matter how I'm sleeping, what I'm doing, it just happens. And last night it happened. And dude, it is. I've learned how to get myself out of it quicker,
Yeah.
but mine lasts way too long.
How long does it last?
Dude, it feels like 20 minutes, but I'm sure it's
Yeah, like
like
how long?
3 to 4
minutes?
Yeah, dude.
Jesus Christ.
And what happens on my new apartment?
But are you like fully awake?
dude?
or you
It's
just
like,
like-
I'll just explain. It's
Yeah.
the same thing every single time, and it's scary every single time. So in the apartment that I live in now, my bed faces the door, and I normally have the door open, and then it's like kitchen front door, but I can't see the front door, but I can see the
Yeah,
full
yeah.
kitchen. Every time it used to happen in college, dude, and I would scream my one roommate's name in my head, and then you wake up out of it, and I would go upstairs and be like, bro, I was yelling your name. Like, why didn't you come down? And he was like, dude, what? No one was screaming. The house was
Yeah.
silent. Like, what are you talking about? But the same thing happens every single time. I hear a door open, and that's like how I know the sleep paralysis has started. And it sounds like my door has opened and shut. So, and it's like I get this overwhelming, and it happened in my 2 apartments I lived in Dallas. Now it's happening in this apartment, and you get and it starts the
It
panic.
like starts it, yeah.
Yeah. So that we're like, my sleep paralysis is just panic. So I hear the sound of a door shut, which starts the panic.
Yeah.
But it's not happening in real life. But in my head, that door has shut, and it's literally the Hat Man is walking towards me. And dude, it's horrible. Ever since I was like little, like it's the same thing every time. A
That
door
is
shuts.
insane.
It's literally a door shuts, the panic starts, and then it's like the Hat Man. And he's like, but I can't see him,
Oh,
but
you
I
can't
can
see him?
feel like a presence.
Coming
And it's
towards
so
you.
scary because I'm like, I need to wake up because they're in my apartment.
Yeah.
And dude, it feels like it lasts for like 20 minutes. But so,
I think it could be like 10 seconds, but it
But
could
I-
just feel like forever.
oh yeah, 100%. Well, I've never like checked the clock because you wake up and
yeah.
you're
Well,
like,
yeah. You can't like. Yeah.
but so I think I beat it last night, dude.
No.
So before I fell asleep, I had done like the meditative, like bring myself to silence.
Mhm.
And I feel like a lot of it is because I got so much mumbo jumbo in my head that once the sleep paralysis starts, it just like it amplifies and just goes way longer than shit. So I think because I was in my meditative state, dude, I was literally able to break out of it in like, it felt like 2 seconds.
That's sick.
Like it was the first time in my sleep paralysis.
Where like it wasn't scary. It was like just gone.
No,
right
it was
away.
like the panic hit.
It was like, but it was gone.
And I
right
feel
away.
like because of the work I've been doing, for the first time in my sleep paralysis, I wasn't like trying to get help from somebody else. I started talking to myself for the first time, and I was like, dude, this isn't real. That's just, and then it was like, boom. And what's crazy is you think your eyes are open. So you see your room. Like I can see my room in sleep paralysis. But then the crazy part is when you wake up, it's black, and then you open your actual eyes and you're like, holy fucking
So
shit.
you weren't actually awake.
Yeah. But in your sleep paralysis, it
You're-
feels like your eyes are open because you
yeah.
can see your room.
You could see it.
Yeah. So, dude, so I feel like because I was doing all this work, I was able to be like, we're good. There's nobody in there. Like, and I was like, bang. And I opened right up and I was like, I'm not even kidding, got out of my bed. And I was like, come on.
You got out of your bed.
Yeah, dude. I literally got out of my bed. I was like, come on, dude. That's how you
That's
get one the hard
hilarious.
way. Like, dude, I was fired up, dude. I was fired up.
That's hilarious. Well, that's good.
But yeah, I've looked up sleep paralysis and like there are hundreds of people that have the same thing that I
No,
do,
yeah,
where it's like someone comes in and it's like
One of my
super
friends.
annoying.
One of my friends when I was growing up had it. When we were like kids.
super
Yeah.
annoying, dude. It's super
Yeah.
annoying. But it happens to me like 3 times a month. It's horrible.
Yeah, dude.
Horrible.
When you go to sleep, I used to do these like I went to like me and all my buddies. I went to a sports psychologist in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and like he did like these like meditative like readings essentially, just like on like CD. It
Mm-hmm.
was like a literal CD. He was so old. He was like 75 years old, but like he had these like CDs and like you would play them and like essentially just like meditate before a game,
Yep.
and you would get so relaxed and so locked in. It was so nice.
That's sick.
But like maybe that's something you should.
I've been listening. I
Indulge
listen to
in.
meditations.
Yeah.
I'm not a big meditator.
It's not like meditating though. It's like kind of just like putting your body like you kind of just like remove yourself from like the world. And, like, you're just like feeling,
Right.
I don't know. He's like, I don't know. It's like weird shit.
No, I know what
you're
you're
like
saying.
feeling like energy like move through your body.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do a lot of breathing exercises too, which I think is really
Yeah.
cool and helpful. But I just feel like sometimes I don't live like the things that happen to me throughout my daily life. I just feel like just don't happen to anyone else. They don't happen to anybody else. Like I'm just like convinced. I was walking yesterday. Did like a 4-mile walk yesterday around like where I live. And I'm just like convinced that shit happens to me that doesn't happen to anybody else. And I don't know if it's because I'm approachable or if it's because I look like you can just come up and like
talk to you.
Like I don't know what it is, but so it started with this. I was walking and I told you, I always try to like go out of my way if I like to like help.
Mhm.
Just because I feel like my mom and dad just like drilled that into my brain. But so I was walking around my complex and there's like a little pizza shop and it was like this old couple were getting ready to go into the pizza shop, but there's this big curb and I could see like the husband was trying to like help the wife up. And I was like, oh, that's not going to end well. Cause like when my grandparents were that old, like I remember
they could both get it.
Yeah, dude. So I like ran over and I was like, do you guys need help? Like I can help both of you up. So I like stood on the curb. I like helped her up on the curb. And then I helped him up on the curb. And then I was like, do you guys need help walking in or whatever? And he was like, no, I got it. I can take my lady from here. And then he like put his arm. It was really cute. And then he like walked her into the thing. I guess this fucking dickbag McGee over here like saw me do that or whatever. And I never take this right. I normally have like the same whatever. And I took this right and I'm like walking down. It's like kind of this like grassy path, whatever. I'm like walking down. And this kid in like a hoodie and fucking yellow shorts, which immediately I was like, who the fuck's wearing yellow shorts? Like, I don't know why that like pissed me off, but it pissed me off. And then he stopped me. I had my headphones in and I saw him talking at me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, are you talking to me? And he goes, why the fuck did you do that? And I literally did this and I was like, what? And he was like, why would you just do that over there? And I was like, I looked like she was going to maybe fall. And then he was like, oh, word. And then just like walked by me.
What?
Dude, I literally did what you just did and stood here like this. Dude, I'm not even kidding. Like 3 minutes. Holding my AirPod.
Yo, why'd you do that?
Holding my AirPod.
That's
dude.
insane.
I was literally holding my AirPod like this.
The funny thing is that
he
like
froze me.
The funny thing
he froze me. There are not many times that I get frozen. I literally that froze me.
Yeah,
I was like, what? And it sounded like he was mad at me. He was like, why the fuck did you do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like also like why
I literally, dude, Josh, I did this because I thought maybe he was talking to someone else around me that did something. And then I was like, what? And I pointed like that. Like I was like, what were you talking? Like he was like, why'd you do that over there? I was like, it looked like she might fall.
Yeah, then then he was just like, all right, yeah. Is that he just had like no reaction to that?
He was like, oh, okay.
Why else would you be helping?
Dude, Josh, I'm not like this is when I tell you shit happens to me that I'm just not like I'm convinced that this shit only fucking happens to me on a daily basis.
That's incredible.
Like a daily basis.
Yeah.
A daily basis.
You do put yourself amongst people a lot. I feel like when you go on these walks.
But who? I do. I literally
when you go on a 4-mile walk, dude. You can step and walk across.
Did I tell you
anybody.
what the corner store like lady asked me yesterday?
No.
There's a corner store in my complex.
Yeah.
Lauren goes to.
I think I know. Yeah.
Lauren goes to the same one. Dude, I walked in. The lady asked me if it was robbable. Like, I grabbed a water bottle because I was in the middle of my walk yesterday. I go to check it out, and I put it down. And I was like, I always ask people how their days are going because I want it to be like, whatever. I want them to feel like I'm not just in there to fucking like be a dick. So I was like, how's your day going? You doing all right? And she was like, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Can I get you anything else? And then she was just like, do you think this place is robbable? Like, what? She's like, I'm just like, I get worried sometimes. Like, do you think this place is robbable?
That might be, so you might just be doing this to yourself. Like if you're going up to people asking about how their day is, like they might just be thinking that you're like, I guess, not a threat to them. Like you are,
No,
you're
I'm
like
definitely
putting up.
not physically. Like if you
Well,
check me with your eyes,
no.
I am not a threat for sure.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like I feel like they're just like, there's like, oh, this guy's super nice and like wants to talk to me, so I'm just gonna ask him a bunch of questions.
But they never about me. They're never like, "How's your day?" Not that I wanted her to
Yeah,
ask,
yeah.
but I was like, "How's
That's
your day
true.
going? You doing all right?" And she's like a little bit. She seems a little bit weird, which is okay. That's fine. I love weird people because I'm weird. So I was like, "How's your day going? You doing all right?" And she was just like, "Do you think this place is robbable?"
Could be an
And I
inside
was
job,
like-
Krabs.
I was like, "Huh?" And she was like, "I just get worried sometimes when you're here alone, like if it's robbable." I was like, I literally go, "I don't think you got to worry about it in this part of town. I think you're
Yeah,
good. I
you're
don't think
good.
there's anything that would. What are they gonna rob? Maybe the
Money,
register,
yeah.
but I feel like they do a lot of tap stuff."
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Okay, just wondering. Have a great day." All right. See you later. And now I don't want to go to the corner store.
Yeah, no.
I needed water yesterday. Did not go in. Did not go in.
Should have send Lauren in for you. She's like,
Yeah,
yo,
Lauren,
Lauren,
can you go get me a water from the corner store, please? But it's like, dude, I'm just like convinced the weirdest shit happens, bro. Like
that is odd.
I'm convinced. Dude.
That's odd.
I'm convinced.
Maybe you just stop being so nice to people. You know?
Yeah, like maybe I just gotta cut this shit.
Dude, I had one.
But I don't want to
friend-
be a mean guy.
You don't have to be mean, but you're not even bad like that. Like you don't like saying like how's your day going like isn't bad, dude. I had a friend in college. I would just go up to every single person. I was like, we're walking past someone on the street. He would like try to start full conversation with them. Like we're like, dude, we're not doing this.
Can't do that.
Like we're walking past these people.
Can't do
like
that.
we're not stopping for 5 minutes talking to random people about nothing.
Can't do that.
We take him to Vegas, and it's like you can't go anywhere. We have to stop every 30 seconds.
I can't do that.
It was awful.
I can't do that. I gotta
But he's the
like
best kid of all. He's the best kid of all time.
I gotta move and groove. And I don't like being stopped for full conversations, but I like surface level. Hope you have a great day. Hope you're doing all right. Like
Yeah,
that
like, yeah,
kind of
that's
stuff.
fine,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like that kind of shit.
I do that too.
But yeah, really like weird shit I feel like happens to me on a daily basis. On a daily basis.
I mean, both those things are very odd. Back to back.
like, is that not weird?
very?
The fuck you do that? So me and my buddy have this bit where like you're just constantly in a theater, and every time someone says something, you look to the crowd, you're like, "What? You believe this guy?" But it was just like I was like, "What is that?" And then asking me if it's robbable, like I was like, "You know what? You got 2 entry points in the back. That's a little scary. You got 2 entry points at the front." Like, what did she think I was gonna do?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
analyze the
Yeah,
area
can
and
you
be
do
like,
a
"Here's
breakdown, like a security breakdown.
it's like here's your problem that you need to deal with now from a security standpoint."
Yeah,
Like,
exactly,
what,
yeah.
dude?
Yeah, come on.
Or as if I was gonna be like, "You know, I actually run security."
Maybe she's just asking every single person that comes in the store and just waiting for someone.
But
to
I'm
run
convinced
security.
she never asked that question again.
Yeah, probably.
Like it only happens to me, you know?
But maybe not.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe there's another guy walking around that's like, dude, she's asking that place is
Yeah.
robbable.
He
Maybe
just does-
we'll get a
he
group.
just doesn't have a
going, we'll
live show.
rob it.
He just doesn't have a live
GTA.
show.
Yeah, he doesn't
Only
have
his
a
wife
live show.
knows.
That's true. Yeah,
He only told one person.
that's true too. Yeah, it could be.
And now all 89 people on Twitch and 75 people on YouTube now.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, maybe she thinks I'm the neighborhood watch because I walk around a lot.
Yeah, actually, maybe. She sees you walking every
She
day.
thinks I'm just checking the neighborhood, dude. She just thinks I'm just checking the neighborhood. All right, let's run the graphic. Let's talk about some sports. Sorry, that was a little off the rails, but let's do it.
Well, that's
Welcome back to What in the World, the news segment in the morning after talk about having the news outside and especially sports. Excuse me. Sorry. Josh, I had another great day on the books yesterday.
did you?
I went 6-4. Would have went 6-3 if I didn't force Providence cake, but I just felt like I had to do it. I just want to give a shout out to those that covered. Here we go. Shout out Cal. Here we go.
Shut up.
Shout out the Villanova Wildcats. Shout out SMU. It was always Arkansas. Shout out Wake Forest. And shout out the over in UCF Cincinnati. It was also always Cincinnati, but I'm happy we were only on the over because that game got weird. Josh, I had 2 of potentially 3 actually of the most soul-sucking losses I've ever encountered in my gambling career last night.
3.
UTSA was up 20 with 3 minutes left. Maybe even 2 minutes, dude. They allowed Tulane to go on a 15-5 run within a 2-minute span and lost outright. And if I took their spread, which was +1.5, would have covered because they lost on free throws. But this was my problem. Not only did you let up a 15-5 run sub 2 minutes, but Josh, with 10 seconds left, they came down up 1, by the way, chucking threes instead of holding the ball and trying to get fouled.
They're just trying to run it up.
They run it up. You're up 1. 10 seconds left.
Yeah.
They're shooting
Yeah,
threes.
trying to run it up.
They didn't hold the ball to get fouled. They were shooting threes.
That's so dumb.
And then they fouled Tulane. Instead of just playing defense, I mean, they played defense.
Well,
they played
tried,
rat
yeah.
shit defense,
Yeah.
and they fouled the kid up 1, dude. And then they turned the ball over. Like, it was unbelievable.
That's what college basketball is, though.
Unbelievable. And then on the other side, Josh.
Yeah, on the other side of that bet, though, it's like the best one of all time.
Yeah, of course. And that always happens to me, bro.
Always.
Like, I'm actually convinced UTSA threw that game. I'm not even kidding. Watching the way they played that last 3 minutes, I wouldn't be shocked if in like 2 years they found out UTSA was point shaving because they covered and lost after being up 20, dude. And then on the other side of the coin, Josh, I had West Virginia +1.5. They're battling with TCU. They go down 10. They come back. They tie the game. They bring it within 2. Then they let TCU with 40 seconds left run away. Lost that bet after sweating it for the entire game. Then I had the Providence Friars. Shout out, we suck, ball sack. Fighting Creighton all game. And what did I say yesterday? I said Kalkbrenner is literally a system play. Our centers are moose shit, and he is a player of the year candidate. I saw someone in chat opened up the stream today by saying they took his fantasy because I said it. Josh, his fantasy was at 32. He finished the game with 64.
Sheesh. Double?
We took, with one of our best shooters out, Josh, we took, I'm pretty sure, almost 43s. I don't understand our game plan. We let Kalkbrenner eat on the pick and roll the entire game, dude. 64 fantasy, bro. Because it would be this. Oh, here comes Ashworth. There's a screen. If you bite on the screen, Ashworth's going to pull it and hit one in your mouth. But oh, wait, instead of having good defense on a pick and roll that, by the way, they've been running since the fucking 70s, it's pretty easy to look up how to stop a pick and fucking roll. We can't do it. Ashworth dives, throws it up, Kalkbrenner dunk. Ashworth dives, throws it up, Kalkbrenner misses layup, gets his own rebound, puts it back in. Like, I just don't understand, and this is my problem with Kim. He gets me going when we win games and when we lose games, but it was close. But when we throw away games like that at home, when we're in the pink out and we're playing some of the best basketball we've played this year, and Jaden Pierre is playing at a level that we haven't seen him play yet this year, that was his best game by far, dude. He was clipping from 3. He was driving down the lane. And then you basically get blown out in the last 3 minutes. I don't understand the coaching there. Like that, that cannot happen.
Yeah, that's bad.
Like that cannot happen. It can't happen.
Yeah. Both of our teams
do
sold
that,
us.
dude. But at least you guys,
I mean, yeah, we lost.
not only covered, but you kept it close. Like
we also, like, I'm not gonna lie, like we missed like I think 10 free throws, and we're usually a great free throw team. And they shot 72% or something from the 3-point.
Yeah.
Tennessee did. Like we lost by 4 points on the road to Tennessee. They shot 72% from 3. Like I'm fine with that. That's okay.
it just seems as though something Kim did a great job of last year, he just doesn't do, where let Devin Carter shoot 15 times a game. Like that's what that was the game plan. You go in, if Devin Carter's hot, you let him play. If he's not, you let him figure it out. And in a game like that where Jaden Pierre already has covered his points line by the first half, every possession scheme something for him to shoot. Like he's got a torch, let him go.
Yeah.
And then if he doesn't, Corey Floyd or make someone go get the rebound. Because that's what Creighton was doing. They're like, oh, Kalkbrenner already has 15 rebounds and 15 points in the first half. Just feed him until they stop him. And then we couldn't stop him. And then we throw two, and it'd be Ashworth over there on the wing, bang one in your mouth. It's just, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Because the pink out at home, we were in that game all game, And that's another lost bet, plus 3.5, that just sails down the river with 2 minutes left. Like you got to close games out.
Yeah.
You have to. And then Washington plus 1.5. That's just a bad bet. Just a bad bet.
Bad bet.
I'm officially, this is an officially of officialness, canceling Paolo Banchero and Jordan Poole. I'm convinced they work for Prize Picks.
You think?
I'm convinced Paolo Banchero again doesn't hit his 1.5 3-point line, and again hooks his 23.5 point line. And shout out Jordan Poole. We traded away Kyle Kuzma. So who else is going to score the rock now for Washington? Hopefully it's a guy that they pay about $20 million a year. This motherfucker right here.
The only guy.
Who else is going to score? Oh, wait, that's right, Josh. He gets paid to play basketball as a professional, and he's called a shooter. He shot 3 for 10 from 3.
Called a shooter.
How are you getting paid the amount of money you're getting paying to shoot 30% from 3, which is why they signed him in the first place? He's a mini Steph. He can shoot from anywhere. He grew up under Steph. He learned how to play the game like Steph, and he's shooting 30% from 3. Get back in the gym and get off Instagram, Jordan Poole.
Mini Steph is very nice.
And Paolo Banchero, do me a favor, hang him up, brother. I'm never putting him in my slip again, dude. The guy is a bozo. He gets razor thin close to covering his lines every game, it feels like, and then he never does.
Every night.
And he never does. Josh, I'm going to read you what happened to me last night. And this is why I'm coming in here just a little bit fired up, a little bit upset. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lineups missed by 1.
Was it just all Paolo?
Paolo was 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
The other one was a kid on Illinois. The other one was Roddy Gale, who I'm fucking canceling. One was Jordan Poole, and one was Rob Dillingham. Don't know why I did that one. But 5 lineups that lost by 1, dude.
That's
5. And everyone's sitting here in the comments in the YouTube yesterday being like, dude, I lost 100. I lost out on close to,
yeah,
it would have been $3,000. And I lost $500 last night on Prize Picks alone, not to mention the book plays, even though we went positive in the book plays, thank God. But when people are like, dude, I lost 100, it's like, brother, I lost 500 last night.
Yeah, chill out.
But yeah, it's just, you know what the problem is I'm putting rat shit players in lineups. That's the problem. I like Jordan Poole, he's rat shit. I like Paolo, he's fucking rat shit. And I'm putting him in the lineups, and that's just
on you.
Just where you gotta that's just where I gotta look myself in the mirror and go, what am I doing?
That's on you.
What am I
just
doing?
Hand up though, and we never do that again.
Yeah, I'm never doing it again. And last night was the last time I'm doing it, dude. I'm not putting Poole in the lineup again. Good. He's at 17. He misses 30-foot bombs and he misses layups. That cannot happen again. That cannot happen again, dude. It cannot. I refuse to let it happen again. When you don't take them, that's when they hit their line. I mean, of course. And that's okay. That's something I'll deal with when it happens. I'm sure Jordan Poole's going to drop 35 next game, but you know he's not going to be on him this guy. All right?
People are fiending for waste management plays.
Does it start right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to give it
them? Well, dude, I mean, I'm looking right now. The course looks like it's playing pretty hard. Like, no one's going very low except Højgaard is 3 under right now.
Go.
Sepp Straka's 2 under through 4.
Is she?
I want to give you guys some plus tricky. I kind of just want to take Højgaard to be the first round leader. He's 3 under through. Let me look at one sec. Let me look at the weather later. But let's everyone take Batia top 20, top 30, whatever you want. I'm gonna look at the weather. Akshay.
Batia Akshay.
I'm gonna look at Akshay Batia.
Akshay Batia.
Yeah. Did you take him?
Oh yeah, I took whoever you said.
That was him. Yeah. Let's see what the weather's looking like. Is it windy now, or is it gonna get more windy? It's gonna be slightly more windy, but it'll be like the same weather. It's gonna be a little warmer. Ooh, who's playing later? Yeah, weather's perfect, I assume, but I like Højgaard. I wouldn't mind a little sprinkle on Akshay Batia as well to be the first round leader at plus 6,000 right now. He hasn't teed off yet, but
Ooh, chills.
it's supposed to get a little warmer, so maybe it'll get a little softer out there. Or a little firmer, sorry, not a little softer. A little firmer. Ball roll out a little bit more. Maybe the fairways at least. Maybe it'll roll out a little bit more. Be
Shout out
easier
Lauren
for the
for
guys in the afternoon.
Mm.
Take Højgaard and Akshay to be first round leaders. That's what I like. Plus 6,000 and plus 650.
Okay. I don't hate that, brother.
Sprinkage.
I mean, I don't know anything about golf, so this is you, bro.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
it.
you. This is you.
And
Yeah.
Akshay might win.
This is you, not me. Akshay Bhatia. I woke up to a lot of NBA news, Josh. I want to start with something that I think is near and dear to both our hearts. How about the Bulls making the right move? Shopped Lonzo. They saw everybody in the league want him.
Yeah.
And you know what? Let's sign him for one more year.
Yeah. 2 more years.
2 more years.
2 more years. Not bad. We like it. But
You see, that was the one guy you didn't want to go.
yeah, I mean him and Buzelis, yeah, but I mean I assumed we were gonna keep him. I assume that no.
But I feel like that's the first time the Bulls have done the right job of being like, oh, wait, everybody wants him. We're going to re-sign him. I feel like normally the Bulls would be like, all right, who's got the worst deal?
Well, yeah, we didn't really pay him either. It was kind of nice. We only gave him like $10 million a year.
Yeah, but clearly he wanted to stay in Chicago.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think he likes Chicago. Yeah, I mean it's nice, but I mean we still fucking suck. Like we need Cooper Flag. We're playing capture the flag right now.
I also capture the Bulls are officially playing capture the flag.
Yeah, exactly.
I woke up to some of the best news potentially of all time as a Knicks fan.
I mean,
RIP Jericho Sims. We had to trade him away for DeLon Wright, but within that trade, what people didn't see is the Knicks just got the draft rights to literally the European title hero. If you could pull my tweet up, I need you to see this kid's bag. I haven't seen a Euro bag like this from a guard since Lonzo was over there in Australia.
LaMelo.
LaMelo, yeah. Like I haven't seen a bag like this out of a European man since an American went over there and was playing.
Let
in
me
Europe.
see.
This is literally the European Tyler Hero. And when this kid comes over next year, or we bring him over, I'm going to bust because this is exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. And I actually cannot wait. Australia and Europe is fuck well. I know, guys, but when I talk about, if I said the Australian Tyler Hero, it doesn't hit as hard as the Euro. Look at this kid's bag, dude. This kid's bag is fucking crazy. Oh my God, best song. Look at that. Eat in your mouth. His name is Best Song. I can go, dude. He's literally the Australian Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
That bag is so deep, dude. He's got a torch. Look at that from the lobe. Dude, he's fucking gross. And I think that was the main part of the trade, dude. Like we got DeLon Wright, whatever it is. We got the draft rights to Bissell. That kid's gonna be gross.
The draft rights to Bissell.
Dude, he's gonna be gross.
Yeah, he looks sick.
Did you see that bag?
Yeah. He looks sick.
That's
yeah.
not just one of those
Dude,
like
they were
bags where he's playing bots.
No, like, dude,
that's
these
a
guys.
bag.
No, these guys are bots, though. I promise. Like the Bulls drafted a guy in the second round like 2 years ago that looked exactly like this. Like, dude, this guy's gonna be sick. Hasn't touched the floor a single time.
This guy's touching floor. People are high on Bissell. They're high on him.
People were high,
And I think that's why the Knicks went out and went, you know what, let me get our hands on
he'll
Bissell.
play in the watch. He'll play in the summer league and he'll fucking go insane. And then he'll be on the team. It's like who is this guy?
I think he's gonna end up being a little Dante DiVincenzo for us off the bench next year.
Okay,
Which is
reminds me of Luka.
Dude, he does. He's got that bag. He's got that bag, dude. He's got that bag.
Yeah,
I like
diving
his bag.
people up.
I'm in on his bag, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he could shoot. That's for damn sure.
Jimmy Butler is officially a Golden State Warrior after bitching, and I think Jimmy finally realized after trying to pick and choose his spots that nobody really wants him because he's kind of a fucking diva and he's really not that good anymore.
Well, they
So-
want him. They paid him.
And I think it's insane.
You see how much they paid him?
I think it's insane, by the way, that he went, I'm not going to re-sign with the Warriors. And I think his agent went, hey, brother, here's the problem. Nobody wants you.
Yeah.
Nobody wants you. And I still think it's crazy, by the way, the amount of people that hate Draymond Green, because I guarantee you, I don't know if you saw this, there was a trade to send Katie to Golden
I
State,
did see that. Yeah.
Jimmy to the Suns, and
Wiggins to the Heat.
and Wiggins to the Heat, and Katie stepped in and stopped it because I don't think anyone wants to play with Draymond. because he's such a little bitch.
Well, also,
And a lot of it is like that
yeah.
hot girl's ugly friend, where Steph is the hot girl. Then I was like, oh, I want to play with. And then you realize you got to spend time with Draymond Green. And I'm sure Jimmy Butler was like, oh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, probably.
But then you realize nobody wants him.
But that, well, you also then you also realize you're like, I can play there for 2 years and get $122 million.
I mean, of course, yeah.
$61 million a year. He got paid
Like,
to go play with Steph Curry.
I think the Heat made out better. Andrew Wiggins is like an all-time teammate guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Warriors could like make a push now and like actually win that. Like Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green on defense with Steph Curry on offense is scary.
Yeah, but then you go Kevon Looney, Podziemski, like they're junk outside of Kuminga. He's not been good this year.
I don't know. I feel like this kind of happened like when the Warriors won last time, like 2-3 years ago.
Bro, 61. That's insane.
I know it's insane
for Jimmy Butler.
No,
like next year he might be like, I don't want to play here either.
They're saying Jimmy's washed.
I think he is too, dude.
We'll see. Jimmy Butler's Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler every single year in the playoffs turns it on.
It's true, but
every year.
I just think it's funny no one wants to play with Draymond. You know he didn't want to go there and resign because he doesn't want to play with Draymond. Kevin Durant didn't want to play with Draymond again, so he stepped in and stopped that trade. It's insane to me.
Yeah, I wonder if Katie just didn't want to go back there in general. Like he was already there. Why would he want to go back?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he already won that
100%
twice, right?
100%. And in potentially the trade of the century, just in terms of what it proves, Dalton Connect got shipped.
Yeah.
Out of Los Angeles for Mark Williams, who I just want to say, Mark Williams is a great prospect. He's a great player. The Los Angeles Lakers gave up Dalton Connect and a first-round draft pick and Cam Reddish. 3 assets for Mark fucking Williams, who by all accounts hasn't really done anything. He's on the Charlotte Hornets. He's averaging 16 and 10, I think. But on the Charlotte Hornets, you look at those games, they're getting blown out 130-98. No shit, he's grubbing. He's 19 years old, I think, 20 years old. No shit, he's grabbing rebounds against fucking Besson. That's who he's grabbing rebounds and scoring against.
No, dude, I think that he's going to make them a lot better. I think that was actually a good trade for them.
But I think it proves how horrible that Luka Doncic trade was. That the Hornets got a first-round draft pick unprotected, Dalton Connect, one of the rookies that people are higher on this year, and I'm not going to call him a solid swingman, but a shooter in Cam Reddish. He's just Cam Reddish.
He's not going to play.
For one player. Didn't have to give up any assets.
Well, dude, the
Mavericks gave away the best and brightest young star in the league for a draft pick.
An 80.
But it's not even comparable.
No.
80's 31, dude.
No. But I will say, dude, I saw something that like Mark Williams, just like when he stands and puts his arms up, it's 9 feet 9 inches.
Mark Williams is going to be
longer than Wemby. So like, imagine that dude catching lobs from LeBron and Luka.
Well, that's what they did. They went and got Luka a way better and more athletic Derek Lively.
Exactly.
That's what they went and did.
That's basically what I'm saying. So it's
like
they're going to
it's a great move, but just the assets they had to give up for just Mark Williams, not getting any picks or anything in return for a guy that like really hasn't proved anything. And then you look at what the Mavs got back for Luka Doncic. Pelinka literally pulled his shorts down.
Yeah.
Like pulled his full-blown shorts down.
Yeah.
Full-blown shorts down.
Yeah,
unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Jimmy Butler got Andrew Wiggins in 2 pieces, bro.
Yeah.
You got fucking AD and Max Christie.
Dude,
for Luka.
I think Max Christie's gonna be really good, but I still think it's a terrible trade. But I think
by
Max
the way,
Christie's
I don't know if you
good.
saw this one. They already got LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves taking threes together, and I didn't see a single one miss.
Yeah, they didn't miss any.
They're going to be disgusting, dude. Like the Lakers might win it all this year.
I don't
mind.
They
do the right things.
Yeah, if those two can figure out how to play with each other right away, it's over. Yeah.
It's over.
It's over.
LeBron's 38 years old, averaging 25. You give him Luka and take some of the pressure off, it's over. He went there with Kyrie.
Shoot 30 times a game, and LeBron will shoot 20, but LeBron will have 12 assists now.
He went there with Kyrie. You think he can't do it with Bron?
Yeah, 100%.
I know Mark Williams is a dog, but that's so much to give up. I feel like everyone's so high on Dalton Connect, and you give up a first-round pick.
Well, it just seems like so much because of the Luka trade.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why. But
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
it's real. I don't really think it's like that much when you think about it, because I don't think Dalton Connect, like, he hasn't proven anything yet. Like, Mark Williams, like, you can tell, like, that dude could be a center in the NBA for a long time.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, a
For sure.
long time.
For sure.
Like, him and Luka, even when LeBron's gone, could be a very good one too.
It's just we gave 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. So everything I look at is under the lens of that's what Mikal Bridges was worth. And don't get me wrong, Mikal Bridges is fucking goated. I wouldn't trade him for the world now. Luka deserves 15 first-rounders.
Well, the Lakers don't have any first-round picks.
50% of the franchise.
They have like none yet.
In a
Like,
realistic...
the fact that you can't even get LeBron in that trade either for Luka is crazy.
Not only that, Josh, the fact in 2K, you'd have to go AD, Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, a first-round pick, another first-round pick, and a second-round pick just for Luka in 2K. And I guarantee you would still be like, I don't know, we need more assets.
Yeah, you probably still wouldn't get
It people did it on 2K. They went Luka Doncic and Markieff Morris for Max Christie, AD, and a first-round draft pick. And the guy was like, we're going to need way more. We see Luka as a great, like, bright star.
Yeah, I love how Markieff Morris was just sauce in that trade. So funny.
And Maxi Kleba, who apparently they're like, don't even put the uniform on, you're getting shipped.
Dude, I sent you these that tweet yesterday.
Yeah, there's not enough slots to get Luka in 2K, dude.
Yeah.
There's not enough slots.
How about
Francis, God damn it.
How about the Bulls trading Zach LaVine for Zach Collins, Trey Jones, and Kevin Huerter? And they're trying to trade. The Bulls are now trying to trade all 3 of those players before they've even played for the Bulls.
But you signed Lonzo.
Yeah. But what is the point of making a trade and getting these players if you don't want any of them?
Zero.
If you don't want a single one of them.
What they wanted is the other guys off the books.
I mean, it's just such a joke.
I also think it's so funny.
Well, then just give them up.
But I also think it's so funny, Josh. I was thinking about this. Do you see Levine and DeRozan seeing each other again?
Yeah, couldn't
get with me 3 months.
Yeah.
If I'm a Sacramento Kings fan, that is like
it's awful.
That is the epitome of mid.
It's
you got
so
2
bad,
mid guys that don't play defense and like actually suck, and they're looking at each other like, you get it. Like, they did nothing on Chicago.
No,
they couldn't do anything on Chicago.
Dude, they won 1 playoff game.
That's a joke.
1 playoff.
A joke. And now they're in Sacramento like, you get I would be so pissed, dude. You know what I did last night though, Josh? One of the sharpest things I've ever done on Prize Picks. I ended up losing because I put it Rob Dillingham because I have brain dead. Did you see? And I'm gonna double down on what I said yesterday. How good De'Aaron Fox looked on the Spurs.
I didn't watch it at all. No.
I took his demon at 8.5 assists. You know, I'm pretty sure he finished with 13.
Wow.
He looked, and they looked so good. They're going to be a contender this year. I'm not even kidding you. They're going to. And then, by the way, while they're fucking around doing their thing, here comes Stephen Castle throwing shit down. Did you see that dunk?
No.
Stephen Castle drove down the lane and threw one down, dude. Like, threw one down. Bad.
I saw De'Aaron Fox say that he was one of the reasons, like, he was like the main reason, or one of the main reasons why he went there.
De'Aaron Fox, 24, 5, and 13. Wemby, 24, 12, and 2. Vassell, 23 and 4. Jeremy Sochan, 15, 4, and 2. Like, this team is going to be disgusting.
Yeah, they're good.
This
also,
is
like, people forget Harrison Barnes is just a great vet to have there.
So is Chris Paul, 11, 4, 9.
Yeah.
Still at 9 assists.
Yeah.
But, Josh, the combo, the fact that De'Aaron Fox can step in and first game go 24, 5, and 13.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Can you imagine?
I feel pretty good as a Spurs fan. You're like, that's why we got you.
Can you imagine by the time we get to the playoffs? They're making the playoffs. I'm taking Brady clicks at plus 410 to make the playoffs. I'm taking the Spurs to make the playoffs. By the time that team makes the playoffs, it's Jover. It's Jover. It's Jover. That's going to go to, like, Luke is going to be great on the Lakers. This is going to be an underrated best trade of the window for a team that, like, it significantly improved their needle.
Yeah,
other
definitely
than the Knicks
did.
with Basson when he gets here, because he's going to be goated.
The Spurs, I mean, dude, they could definitely make it. The Kings are going to fall off 100%.
Dude, the Kings are cookie candy, bro.
So they're 2 games out of the 10 spot right now. The Spurs are behind the Suns, the Kings, the Mavs, and the Timberwolves. They could probably only catch the Kings, though, I would say. The Suns are going to make the playoffs.
Suns are making the playoffs.
Mavs are making the playoffs.
Do you think KD gets dealt today?
No, I don't think so. I don't know where he would go. Chicago. That'd be the most Bulls thing ever. Just go get KD for no reason. We'll have 0 players. We'll have KD for 2 years, and he'll do nothing.
I don't think he would do that. I think he needs to be on
No,
a
he
team
would
that
never go.
knows
He would
stuff.
never go there.
I wonder if he
No
had a
one, no
conversation
one
with Devin.
smart would ever go there.
I wonder if he had a conversation with Devin and was
Yeah,
and said, "Are we locking in or what?"
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, maybe.
Like, are we gonna do something this year or should I dip? And I wouldn't be shocked if that conversation actually happened.
Yeah, probably.
Also, you
Could
know,
go to New York.
you know him.
What if you went to New York?
I'd fucking bust. But I wouldn't want to give anything up. That's my problem. Who are you gonna give up? You have to give up Mikhail or Harden.
You'd have
I'm
to
not
give
doing
up OG.
that. Fuck that.
You'd
No,
have to.
fuck that. I know for a fact Booker and KD are texting each other like, brother, why can't Brad just waive his no trade clause? You know they want Bradley Beal out of there so
Oh,
bad, dude.
100%.
And Bradley Beal's sitting there collecting his check like, you can't trade me.
Just living in
not going
Scottsdale,
anywhere.
just living his life
Yeah,
in
dude, he doesn't
Scottsdale.
give a rat's bagats.
No, he doesn't. I would do the same thing, dude. I would not want to get traded from there. I'd want to stay there too.
No, yeah, what? If I'm Bradley Beal, I'm getting paid. I'm in warm
That's
Arizona.
what I'm saying. Yeah, just stay in there.
I just watched Brandon Ingram get shipped to Toronto,
Yeah, that was crazy.
which they now have.
That was very subtle. I feel like.
Very subtle.
I feel like people aren't really talking about that.
Because it doesn't do anything for anyone. Because if you've, like me, if you've bet on Brandon Ingram for 4 years now, you now know that their lineup of Quickly, Ingram, Barrett, Barnes, like those four, is literally the four-headed snake of I'm either going to have 20 or 5.
Yeah.
Like that is the most mid four-headed snake I've ever seen in my life, just because of how inconsistent they are.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, no team, and I don't think Brandon Ingram has the killer instinct, and the Pelicans didn't do it for him. Go, oh, Brandon Ingram, here's the keys. You're one of the best scorers in the NBA. But I don't think he has that killer instinct to go, yeah, I'm going to take over and be the guy.
I think it seemed like he did for like that one small playoff. It didn't even make.
Yeah, but then it would be
run,
like
but-
his lines at 20.5. He'd have 19. It'd be crunch time. He'd be passing the ball off to
Yeah.
like Alvarado to shoot a 3. It's, brother, go get a bucket. You're Brandon Ingram.
People were talking like
That also
he was
zero
KD.
defense.
Zero.
RJ Barrett can guard me.
You don't think?
No. He just won't put the effort in like he does in every game.
Yeah.
Our Barrett's going to sit in the corner, jog up threes at brick. Brandon Ingram's going to drive and shoot middies at brick. Scotty Barnes is kind of goated. And then Emmanuel Quickly is an auto brick. You might just have to fade Toronto.
Yeah, I mean,
And then, oh, by the way, if
KD
you have a big
over,
man,
dude, I feel
here's
like-
Jacob Podol.
I feel like those might be some auto overs.
Yeah,
now,
that might be some.
like
yeah.
auto overs.
OG Sauer, don't get your panties in a bunch. They definitely compared Brandon Ingram to KD coming out of college. He was like the mini Slim Reaper. They definitely did.
Dude, yeah, like 1,000%. They
Like-
were like literally like
Not even a debate
yeah.
that happened.
When he was at Duke, they said he was about to be like KD.
Yeah, 100%. He had the same build and shit for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, that's a weird trade. Zion can't play back-to-backs and you trade away Brandon.
Yeah.
The Pelicans feel
they're
like
yeah. I mean, they're done. Like they're the worst team in the league, or
what
the
are
second
they,
worst.
like,
team
what are
in the
they
league.
building?
Nothing. They want Cooper Flag.
You think they want Cooper Flag?
Everyone wants Cooper Flag, dude.
Everyone at the bottom is playing
Yeah,
capture the
exactly.
flag, dude.
That's all it is.
But so if you're the Bulls, why not just keep those 3 bots and just play games and lose by 1 million every night?
They're probably too good. Like we want to be like worse.
Zach Collins is not too good to lose.
No, they're no. They are. We want like guys that you've never heard of to be starting.
You're
with
gonna be able to
Booz
post. You're gonna post like tonight's starting 5 in 5 years and
Exactly.
caption it. You wouldn't last a day in the asylum.
Exactly.
Yeah. Those are my favorite,
Yeah.
dude. Those are
Like,
my favorite.
Literally, by the time the All-Star break's over, we're gonna have 3 players that you know the names of. Maybe
One of
after
them's gonna
today.
be
Maybe-
Bazelis.
I think Kobe White might be gone today.
One of them's
Sadly.
gonna be Bazelis.
Yeah,
No way they're trading Kobe.
they've been shopping him around.
But you need people to put with Cooper.
Buzelis,
Is it just Lonzo
the
and
2 white
Bazelis?
boys. I guess.
Lonzo, Bazelis.
Could you imagine if Buzelis
Cooper
and Flag
Flag.
took over the league?
That'd be so botted, dude. That'd be so botted. Imagine it's Bulls Lakers in the finals the next like 10 years because they're just going at it.
Just give me him. It's so dumb
Um,
that it's just a lottery though. Like you don't even know if you're gonna get. Like you just gotta
it's
wait.
So
and
dumb, yeah.
They
so
spin
dumb.
balls.
It's so dumb. I do think the dumbest trade was Kuzma to the Bucks. Like the Bucks really thought that was going to move their
Yeah, like,
need. Like
for-
I don't know
yeah.
what that was. And give away. Did you see Giannis tweeted about it. He was like, "This is my goat," and it was Chris Middleton highlights. Like, damn, bro, you like traded away. They came into the league together. You traded away for Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma. Someone said because Middleton is cheeks. What do you think? So Kuzma, dude, is junk.
Yeah.
He was talking about, do you guys ever think you're bad at parlays? Like, no, brother, you just had 5 points on 20%.
Chris Middleton was on Team USA like 2 years ago.
Yeah, what?
And Kyle Kuzma wears sweaters that are 10 sizes too big.
14 sizes.
That's what you know him for.
14 sizes.
Where did Chris Middleton go to college?
Oh, do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. I'm not going to look at chat because I know it. SEC? No.
Mm-hmm.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
I'm not checking shit. SEC. I'm seeing red, but it's not Arkansas. Not Bama. I'm seeing red, though. I'm seeing red. That's what I try to do. Whenever I do the colleges, I try to see the player, and I'm seeing red. Who was good when he was coming out, though? Because I'm pretty sure he was pretty highly touted. Arkansas, Bama. Who else is red in the SEC?
There's a couple other red schools in the SEC.
I know there is.
There's 2 other red ones. A little darker red.
Yeah, I know. Mississippi State and A&M. I think those are the only red. SEC and red. Mississippi State, potentially. Could be A&M. He might have been early Bama. But who was good back then? Definitely wasn't Arkansas. Oof. Mississippi State? No. A&M.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn. Wow.
I saw Adidas.
Yeah.
And that's Mississippi
They used to
State.
wear it. Didn't they used to wear Adidas or no?
Who?
A&M? I might be wrong, but I don't know.
And maybe, yeah. Damn. I was at the doorstep.
You were?
I saw
I
red.
gave you the hint. I gave you the 2.
I thought it was going to be
there's
Arkansas.
2 darker reds.
If you didn't say the darker reds, I was going to go Arkansas. But then I thought, oh, he's such a Mississippi State guy.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah. They
they
did
were
wear.
Adidas,
They
yeah.
did. You're so right.
Yeah.
You're so right, dude. They so did wear Adidas back in the day. Ugh. All right. Whoever is spamming rude bets, get the fuck out of here. Mods. Can I get some mods in here, please? Can the mods please come to the front of the classroom, please? Mods, do something.
I got him.
Did you get him?
Yeah.
We got him. All right, here we go. Let's run the graphic. Let's serve some Slate. Then we'll get Krabs on to talk about his plays and his bets. Yeah, we're going to bang out shitty Tottenham, just so you know, Splash Street, in case you're wondering. Let's run the graphic. Welcome back to Slate Surfers. Let's go through the slate and talk about the bets that we like tonight. Here we go, Josh, on a Thursday. I looked at the college basketball board. I already have one play that I really want to take. And I'm just going to open up with it. I'm taking Maryland moneyline. Like, this team is starting to get going now, and they already won one on the road. If there's a team that I trust them to spank out another team, it's Ohio State. Maryland is better than Ohio State at every position, including coach. And I genuinely believe that they're going to win this game as 2-point dogs. I know this is the system, but sometimes you got to be able to identify the system. And when the system is not going to system, this is one of those times.
Okay. No system.
This is one of those times. I'm taking Maryland money line. You guys can do whatever you want. Take the 2.5. You can take Ohio State, but I'm taking Maryland because I genuinely think now that they got one on the road, they know what it takes. And now you go into Ohio State, who's Jance and Junk this year, spank them out, pull the pants down, spank them out.
I think this might be my favorite play of the year on Ohio State.
Wow.
I'm not even joking.
I mean, go ahead.
I feel like you being on the other side of this game makes me like it even more because why do you continue to do this to yourself?
Well, but now they got one. So now
But they got
all that
one.
Maryland team
You
needed
get
to do was
one?
feel how to get one against a ranked team, which was Illinois, which is a really hard one to get, and then go, oh, now we get to go in Ohio State. Let's do it.
You don't think they go,
No shot. No shot.
no?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I think they do.
No shot.
I'll bet they do.
No shot of us.
I'll bet they do.
No shot of us, dude. I mean, go ahead. Go.
I'm gonna.
I implore you, actually.
I'm gonna.
I implore you to take Ohio State in this one. Other than that, we do have the system on the board. Josh, why don't you go ahead and tell the people?
We get to fade Hampton today.
Let's go. No Farrakhan, fuck you.
We get to fade Hampton today. In Monmouth -3.5.
Give us Monmouth -3.5. It's just a system.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with who's on the court other than Noah Farrakhan. But we fade teams that are led by Noah Farrakhan this year. And the only team that's led by Noah Farrakhan is Hampton. And they're plus 3.5 on the road. We are taking Monmouth -3.5. That's just the system. It's what we do around here. You can take the other side if you'd like, but unfortunately, that's what we're on. People refuse to respect the Tribe. I'm going to take the Tribe plus 2.5. Shout out William and Mary.
Okay. That's scary.
Very scary.
That's scary.
Very scary. This is a game they probably lose by 15, but
yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say that the books just don't respect my little wagon yet.
That's fair.
And we're going to get one the hard way tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to try to minimize my platter today, Josh. I put 9 out yesterday.
Yeah.
Went 6-3 though.
Good.
Went 6-3 on the platter. If I didn't force Providence, but
Providence
I did,
never counts. Providence bets never count, win or lose.
Yeah.
Those should not count.
They don't.
Those are in there every day.
I agree. 6-3 is what we went yesterday on 9 plays. I'm going to try to stick to around 5.
Okay.
For today. That's 3. Also, just keep in mind, guys, I get banged around on mid-major slates. I never have a positive day.
That's all we got.
Dude, a little wagon of mine. I don't know. I'm sure you've seen it because I take them every time they're on. I kind of like Montana plus 6.5 going to North Colorado. This Montana team is very sneaky. And the people that have been following me and betting with me this year know how sneaky this Montana team is. Their money line has come through in multiple spots. They've covered spreads for us. And I just feel like getting points in North Colorado, even though North Colorado is one of the better teams that they're going to play, I like having 6 points in my pocket.
Yeah,
I like having 6 points in my pocket.
I don't hate it.
I also don't mind the over in that game too. Kyle be in the Twitch chat. 152. That's a high over for a game like that.
That is.
Montana State is also one that I don't mind, but that one seems a little weirder. But the fact that they're only plus 1.5. But guys, keep in mind. So this is my problem with mid-majors, right? And this is where I want you guys to understand why college basketball betting is so hard. Games like Ohio State, Maryland, those are a little bit, I'm going to say in quotes, easier to bet on because you know who's going to be the guy. You know who's going to show up. You know who's not going to show up. You can look back at those matchups and really get an idea of how these two can coach against each other. When it comes to mid-major, UTSA can have a 20-point lead with 2 minutes left and lose outright. So keep in mind when you're taking Montana plus 6.5 or Montana State, as a better example, plus 1.5, just because that spread is 1.5, in the bigger games, you can pretty much go, okay, that game's going to be really close. This game could be a blowout either way. You could take Montana State plus 1.5, and because it's mid-major, they could come out and be down 30. So just keep that in mind when we're betting these mid-majors because it'll make you lose the love for betting college basketball. And like we said yesterday, today could also be a tea break slate. Take a little tolerance break from betting college basketball because it's a lot of mid-majors, a lot of gross games, and attack tomorrow's slate a little bit harder.
I've got another game right below that that I love. The Bellarmine, North Florida over 162.5.
Okay.
North Florida plays no defense. So I don't see Bellarmine having trouble putting up like 75, 80 points in this game. And North Florida should beat the shit out of them. And they might put up 100 on Bellarmine. Bellarmine's awful.
I like that. Bellarmine's terrible.
Terrible.
I kind of like the Washington State, Oregon State late night over. That might be the plan B, though. That's the plan B.
Is it?
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
You take that? Let's see that.
Where just need to count.
I want to find the it's already locked. If that might be the it's already locked, the 162.5. Oh no, 163.5.
There's 163.5. Denver, South Dakota.
Yeah.
All right, that's your it's already locked. That's the plan B. I think that's all I like, dude. I'm not going to keep forcing shit on these slates, which I normally do. I try to get to 6, 7 plays on these slates. I'm not going to do it anymore. I think Montana plus 6.5, Maryland ML, Monmouth minus 3.5, And then I might decide between Iona or Montana State, but I also might not and just keep it to 3. And if I lose or William Mary plus 2.5 is definitely on there. And then just go from there. Just go from there. Like, I don't want to keep forcing shit on these botted slates with mid-majors and lose my ass.
Yeah, I mean, those are the Ohio State bet and that North Florida over are probably the only 2 I'll be on today, honestly, in college basketball.
There's
not
really
much.
no reason to like force shit.
Oh, and the over, the plan B, obviously.
I'll tell you what, though, if I were to take one bet today and kind of like maybe go a little bit extra more, it might be Temple with Mashburn going into South Florida as plus 1.5. In these mid-majors, you can generally take the better team and come out on top 60% of the time. That's a made-up stat, but it just feels like in these mid-majors, when it is a pick'em, you can take the better team and come out on top more times than not. Because I feel like the sharp line betting in college basketball is more for the games that are going to have massive handle, like the Ohio States.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't hate Temple plus 1.5 going on the road either. So that would be my college basketball slate.
Little 2
Can we
cents.
do a little prize picks. I don't like any of the NBA sides today, but actually, you know what I did? You know what I did this morning, Josh? At 8:59 a.m.
What'd you do?
I cooked the only prize picks lineup I'm going to place today other than one other. I'm only doing one because I want to save my units for Sunday. It's a 4-man NBA play. And then I'll have one more that I put in that'll be a 2-man because I always need a 2-man. I took Steph Curry points going against the Lakers. The new look Lakers. Steph Curry's been averaging 20. They got him up for 26.5 today. This just reeks of a game where he goes stupid ballistic. How you doing? Steph Curry's playing the Lakers again. Amen Thompson against Minnesota, 16 points. That's a really high line for what he's been averaging. And I actually like his matchup against Minnesota. And this kid has emerged as unconscious this year. James Harden, more than 2.5 threes made against the Pacers. The Pacers defense is literally me out there. On offense, they're okay. On defense, it's me. It's a 5'9" white kid trying to defend James Harden is what it looks like when you watch him. So give me James Harden more than 2.5 3-pointers against the Indiana Pacers. That's going to be a fast-paced game as well. I think he's going to chuck City. Kyrie Irving more than 30.5 points and assists against Boston. It's just revenge narrative. And the new look Mavs, they need to get a win tonight bad, or the fan base is actually going to want them to move. And who do you go through? Kyrie, Sir Irving. Sir Kyrie Irving. Kyrie, Sir Irving. Sir Kyrie Irving. Points and assists. I don't know if AD is playing tonight. I doubt it.
I don't think he did.
But either way, I think he's going to be dishing and scoring against his old team, which he hates. There's still a lot of hate in that heart for the Boston Celtics. That is my 4-man NBA lineup. Power played that hoe. And Steph Curry may not play tonight, so he might get a little discount there, get a little refund, like, if you know what I'm saying. But if he does play, he's definitely getting more than 26. So give me that. Josh, what else are you looking at right now? And then we'll get Krabs up here.
I was just looking at some golf, honestly. I'm not going to give out anything for later right now, but
yeah, people wanted the golf report, so don't be afraid to give the golf
some
report.
PP squares I like in golf. I like Ryan Fox to have less than 4.5 shots on hole 3. I like Scotty to have less than 10.5 shots on 16 through 18. And I like Ches Reavie more than 3.5 birdies or better. That's it.
That's your
enjoy.
That's your issue?
Yeah, that's it.
Did you just give the full issue?
I did.
What's your favorite? Issue. What's your favorite of those issues?
My favorite one?
If you were given like issue out.
Ches Reavie, birdies are better, 3.5.
What?
Gimme.
That would be your guy?
That'd be my guy.
Ches Reavie? Ches Ishii?
Ishii, yeah.
What? I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Josh, you know what I like?
That
I like.
Good. Should you bring Krabby?
I like that Ishii. Yeah, let's get Splash Dre is all over you today, Josh. Just want to say.
Let's go. Come on. Yeah, he's been begging for it. We got him, though. Let's go.
All right, let's get Krabs up here. We'll go back to the college basketball board, ask him about that. Then I do want to talk a little bit of Super Bowl stuff. The pod did drop for BTL, correct?
We can ask him.
The Super Bowl pod dropped, I think.
Did it?
I think so.
I'm not positive. Here, he's right here.
Krabsifer,
Oi.
welcome
What's
in.
up, Beast?
How are you doing? How are we
doing?
feeling?
Feeling good. And yes, the pod did just drop. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. If you guys are trying to get your Super Bowl nugs, go check that out this afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you happen to give out a coin flip metric graphic percentage? Because I saw one of those clips on my feed and it made me want to shut my phone for about a year. I don't know if you saw
Well,
that vid.
Maybe skip through the beginning of the pod because we do talk coin toss and we do talk national anthem. We do. Now, I'm not saying I don't open up the pod saying I have a statistical edge on the coin toss and that I have some sort
You
of
didn't crack open the coin toss model?
No. And I did say on the pods, it is a 50-50 coin flip. There is no edge to this, but we did talk about it and I gave my pick. And that's one of the traditions for the Super Bowl that I do like to indulge in. I like to follow.
I'm going to indulge.
I'm a pretty disciplined better, Mike. But for the Super Bowl, you take those rules, you throw them out the window,
Of course.
and you have yourself a day, right? I try to only take one bet per game. Super Bowl, though, I try to take as many as possible and make it a whole day, right?
I mean, Krabs, make no mistake. I'm betting everything and anything on this. I'm taking the national anthem. I'm taking the coin flip. But I just wanted to make sure we didn't go on social media going, listen, here are the statistics and what's going on, and the model spit out that this is what you bet on for the coin flip.
There was no coin toss model, unfortunately. But we did talk about the history, and I made my prediction. I'll leave it at that.
See, that I like.
Sure.
We're going to talk about the Super Bowl. I feel like, we're already there. Let's just talk about it. I announced my $1,000 touchdown score, which is Marquise Hollywood Brown. We now have 3 days, I believe, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 days until Marquise Hollywood Brown scores in the Super Bowl. I have $1,000 on that. But I know for a fact D-Hop is getting his yards. That's my favorite prop of the Super Bowl. And I know for a fact that because I took Marquise Hollywood Brown to score a touchdown, that D-Hop will also be scoring a touchdown. Just because that's my luck, because I wanted to take D-Hop, but I looked at plus 360 and I looked at the $1,000 in my account and I thought I cannot do that.
I don't think anything he said is wrong. He probably will catch a touchdown, knowing how life goes and how betting goes. But I do think he's hitting his yards, D-Hop as well. And, I wouldn't be surprised if you pick the right touchdown better there on Hollywood Brown. You're the only guy I've heard talk about Hollywood Brown all week. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
That is actually
right.
That's actually huge.
What number did you get it at?
Plus 260.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a little shorter than I would have expected.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying, dude.
Look, if there's one thing I know about Andy Reid, he's going to have some tricks up his sleeves, right? He's saving some plays for this game. He's going to involve Hollywood Brown.
And here's the problem, Krabs. I got Goots texting me. I got stories about Hollywood Brown. Guy doesn't care about football. I got Goots typing in chat. Hollywood could care less about scoring, man. Here's the thing that I think Goots is forgetting. He's in the fucking Super Bowl, brother. This is what you dream of as a kid. He's not on the Ravens where his quarterback is running more than he's throwing and losing in the first round of the playoffs. If I was on that Ravens team too, and every time I ran my route, I turned around and my quarterback is now running once again, but I beat my man in single coverage and he still didn't throw me the ball. Yeah, I don't know if I care much about football either.
Goots isn't giving up. And he, if there's one thing I know about Goots is that he's holding a grudge.
Yeah,
he's holding a grudge.
Goots will hold the grudge. I got news for you. Goots will hold the grudge.
He is not letting up on Hollywood Brown. And I don't blame him, to be honest with you, as a Ravens fan.
Yeah, well, I got news for you. He's in the Super Bowl with Pat Mahomes. He's scoring.
He
and
might be
Goots
scoring.
is going to have to stand next to me. I'm going to make Goots stand next to me every time the Chiefs get in the red zone. Just in case we get
I'm excited for Sunday, man. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a weird game, but there's some weird games on today's college basketball slate. I don't want to talk too much Super Bowl because we've got the BTL pod. I know you guys are going to talk about it later in the week, but we've got some college basketball on. Krabs, in a game that Josh and I are split on, I'm fading the classic college basketball system. I'm fading a rat shit, moose shit team. I'm taking Maryland money line on the road
Oh,
at
God.
plus chicken. I think they got one through the hoop against Illinois. I think Kevin Willard has these kids playing like the Maryland team that I thought they were going to be at the beginning of the year. And I think you go into Ohio State, you spank them around. I think you're getting this line solely because Maryland has been so bad on the road. But I think this is a new look Maryland team, and I don't think Ohio State's going to be able to stop Derek Queen. I don't think they're going to be able to stop Rodney Rice. And I am not going to eat juice and watch Bruce Thornton shoot the ball. So I'm gonna have to be on Maryland.
If you're not taking Ohio State, I get it. I don't know if I'd recommend taking Maryland in this spot. And look, they do have some road woes, right? They have kind of overcome that though over the last 2 road games. They did win at Indiana and at Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Those are 2 tough wins. Those are 2 wins you do write home to mom and pop about, to be honest with you, on the road. So is Kevin Willard and the Terps, are they getting 3 in a row on the roads? Again, it's like betting Patrick Mahomes to get 3 in a row in the Super Bowl. I need to see it, right? I need to see it play out. I'll tip cap if it does. So I will be on Ohio State. It's not for the faint of heart. It is a blood pressure raiser of a bet. That's for sure. It's not going to be easy. They're going to be losing the majority of the game. I already know it, but I have to take Ohio State. I think they have the size, at least, to slow down Reese and Queen. I'm not saying they're going to completely eliminate them from this game offensively, but Ohio State has some size down low. They got guys like Zed Key who can just focus on, slowing down these 2 bigs for Maryland and not worry about offense. And their guards are pretty big as well. So I think they have the physicality and the size, and they're home. I'm banking on the Terps not winning 3 in a row on the roads, but I understand why you're fading Ohio State. They're rat shit. I get it.
And it was the same reason why, and I ended up not doing it. I wanted to fade Michigan last time they played when they were -6.5. That team should never be a favorite, and they ended up not covering. They only won by 2. So I put Michigan and Ohio State in the same bucket of the fact that you're telling me I got to watch Trey Donaldson and Roddy Gale shoot the ball. And now for Ohio State, like, I don't trust Bruce Thornton. I don't.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to trust.
I'm going to take Maryland here. I'm going to trust Kevin Willard to get 3 in a row on the road. And then people start having that conversation of, wait a minute, where's this little Maryland team coming out of? So I'm going to trust Kevin Willard that he gets the job done. I think this is the Maryland team that I thought they were going to look, and now they've looked it as of late.
They look good. They look sharp. We'll see how long it lasts.
I'm going to take
it. It's definitely game of the day today. Best game today.
Oh, 100%. I mean, the rest of the games are junk.
Yeah, a lot of mid-majors.
The game we were talking about, and if you don't know, I mean, I feel like you know every team in college basketball, which is why I like when you come on. I really want to take Temple plus 1.5. Like, Mashburn is the best player
wouldn't hate
on
you
that
for
court.
Wouldn't hate you for it.
Mashburn's the best player on that court by a country mile.
Temple is new and improved, right? After all that gambling stuff, and they got in trouble, they hit the reset button. They brought in a whole new roster, including Mashburn, who's been leading the way. Yeah, he's a stud. I agree. And, tried to find my way and talk myself into betting USF in this spot. It looks sharp. But at the end of the day, after looking at this game this morning, I think it is Temple. I think you just back the better squad here on the roads. It's not that weird to see them as a dog. It's still Temple we're talking about here, a new shit basketball program. Sure, they're good this season, but not surprised to see they're not getting a ton of line respect. I think it is Temple on the road. And if I had to bet this game, I would take them.
I agree, Chris.
Yeah. Not getting cued on USF.
Krabs, have we told you about our system?
The highest over system?
No, the Noah Farrakhan system.
Oh, yes. Fade him every time he takes the court.
Where we fade teams led by Noah Farrakhan. And fortunately, Hampton is plus 3.5 on the road going into Monmouth. And I'm going to drop a whale on Monmouth minus 3.5.
I like Monmouth, and they're coming off of 2 good games. They're starting to look good. Very inconsistent squads. And Hampton kind of lost their fastball after a pretty good start to the season. So you're at least back in the hot hands. And Hampton's looked atrocious. I don't hate it.
They're not even back in hot hands. It's just fading this bottomless Rex in Noah Farrakhan. Like, he's going to come out, chuck some threes. They're going to hit the back of the rim. Then he's going to try the mid-range game. He's going to probably make one of those. He'll be 1 for 8 going into halftime, and then he'll play no minutes in the end of the second half. And that's what we want. And I'm going to have this kid Bashir on my side. Have you ever seen this kid Bashir on Monmouth, Josh?
Yeah.
He's got a torch.
Yeah, he averages like 21 or 20.
He's gross, dude. He's what Noah Farrakhan thought he was going to be.
Yeah.
Bro,
now
you
they're
know the
playing.
guy, I was looking at Hampton stats. I wanted to see how your dude Farrakhan was doing this year. He's not even leading the team in points per game.
No.
No.
But
You
he
know
is
who
leading
is?
them in minutes,
Yeah, he leads them in minutes.
which is
Plays
what we
almost
want.
30 a game. Yeah.
We want him on the floor.
You want him on the floor so you can fade him.
Yep.
Their leading scorer, his name is Beal. Can't make it up.
Good.
Might as well be Bradley Beal.
Good.
Yeah, go ahead and I'll fade Hampton as well with you there. I'm in. in.
Last mid-major I want to ask you about, Krabs, and then I want to ask you about some NBA trade stuff because I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Why is my Tribe plus 2.5 going into Drexel?
Yeah,
Why
I
do
wouldn't
I
be
just
feeling
think-
too good. Yeah.
But this is why I kind of feel like Vegas just doesn't respect the Tribe. The Tribe hasn't gotten good spreads all year, and I feel like this is just another one where I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the Tribe plus 2.5 because I think they're the better team, but this spread is so weird for my boys. My sweet boys.
I know. And look, William and Mary, they were on ESPN the other night. They were getting
know.
shout outs from SVP. He was talking about how they're, I think, undefeated at home, or they've ripped off 10 straight wins at home. Crazy stretch for the Tribe. Good to see. This is the best team William and Mary's had since I've been following college basketball in my lifetime. With that being said, I mean, they're coming off a monumental win at home against College of Charleston. They spanked them. They put up a 90 piece in that game, and they're playing a Drexel team that couldn't even put up 55 against Towson. And Drexel's a favorite. I would tread lightly. Tread lightly in this game. The spread worries me a little bit. Drexel is moose shit, and they're favorites against William and Mary having a legacy season.
You're not wrong.
It's weird. It's weird. Just keep it to a unit and go about your day. No sneak whales in that one. I know you're going to back your Tribe. I don't blame you for it, but weird spot.
God, I'm
Weird
part
spot.
of the Tribe.
Sure.
Actually, I lied. Last one. I got another little wagon, Krabs. And it's the Montana Grizz. Like, I'm not even kidding you. You can't make it up. I'm literally almost 100% positive they have covered or won outright for their last 5 when I've bet on them. And I'm taking plus 6.5 here against North Colorado. I don't know if you know anything about this Montana team, but they're kind of goated.
This is going to be a really fun game. There's going to be a lot of points in this game. But these teams don't play like a defense, and they can shoot the heck out of the basketball. Yeah, I don't mind taking the Grizz. You got NoCo coming off a big-time win in their last game against Idaho State on the roads. Now they come back home, and they're laying, 6 in this spot, as they probably should be. I wouldn't say it's a weird line. NoCo is a respected mid-major in that conference, and they're home, so I'm not surprised to see them catching a little bit of respect on the line there. I would grab the points with Montana if I had to play this game.
I agree.
Sure.
I agree.
Dude, road dogs this season in CBB have just been cash cows.
Mugging.
Cash cows.
Krabs, something I wanted to ask you. Do you miss Kyle Kuzma? Did it hit yet that you lost the city's favorite son?
Think I'll be all right, Mike. Think I'll be all right. Kyle Kuzma, look, he was bought in at times. He opened up a couple restaurants around the area. He seemed like he was pretty into DC. And I mean, look, he's kind of a DC guy as well. He's very different. He likes to express himself. Him and the city went hand in hand, I felt like, but he was never really taking us to the next level here. Let's be realistic. And the effort you're getting from him on the court over the last season or so was pretty abysmal. I think it was time to move on and make a change. Now trading for Chris Middleton and that shit contract with him, at his age doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, to be completely honest with you. But at least we're trading Valanciunas and making some other moves, I guess. But in my opinion, we should be getting rid of all the old guys and trading them for as many picks as we possibly can, have the worst team possible, everybody under 22 years old. And we're almost there. They've pretty much done it besides a handful of guys. But get all these veterans off the team. Why are we trading for Chris Middleton? I get it. We got to pick up the bad contract, and we got a couple picks out of it too. But what are we going to do with him? What the fuck is he going to do? He's just going to be the next Kyle Kuzma on this team. Rotten away.
Dude. Nothing.
Rotting
he was like
away.
the 7th man on the Bucks.
Yeah. Yeah, Patrick Baldwin, glue guy, Dill God. Yes, I'll miss him more, to be honest with you. Glue guy off the bench.
That's ratitude.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, man, I want the Wizards to be as bad as possible because I want Cooper Flag.
Capture the flag.
That's what Josh was just saying. You and the Bulls are playing capture the flag right now.
We are playing capture the flag. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say Adam Silver will find a way to make sure that he does not end up in DC.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty clear that Wizards team doesn't give a shit about winning. So when those little lottery balls come out and you start seeing them and the Wizards have, a 30% chance for the number 1 pick and you could sprinkle some coins on any other team to win, maybe think about doing it because there's no chance Adam Silver and his bald head are giving Cooper Flag to the Wizards.
Yeah, dude. If he's
Let's be real
shipping
here.
Luka to LA, he's not letting Cooper Flag go to DC.
It's going to be the same thing when the Spurs out of fucking left fields got the number 1 pick and got Wemby. And everyone's like, what the fuck? How'd the Spurs get the 1 pick? I know they were bad that year, but come on now. You're going to see a team, a market, maybe, and the Bulls could suffice as well. Because I know they're rat shit, but at least, they're in a little bit of a better position.
They got a big market.
Yeah, big market.
Dude,
Dog
people forget when we got Derrick Rose, we were the 15th or 14th, or whichever team just barely makes the lottery. We had a 1% chance of getting that first overall pick.
I'm not big into. I don't think the refs are rigging games. I don't think the Chiefs and the refs are rigging those games on purpose like that. Maybe a flag or two that benefits them every once in a while. But if there's one thing I do think could be rigged, it's that damn NBA lottery.
Yeah, even the
So keep
NHL,
your eyes
the
peeled on
NHL
that.
one for sure.
Oh, the NHL one was the most rigged.
They
shit
literally
of all
just
time.
gave the Blackhawks Bedard. They literally just gave them to him.
Probably a reason they're not showing the balls coming out of the machine on
exactly.
TV. Wouldn't you think they would show that if they could? That's the
Not
coolest thing ever.
hard.
It's like when you turn on the news and they're doing the fucking Powerball, the lottery, right? Everybody wants to see those little things shaking around and what number they're pulling.
Krabs,
If they could show it, they would.
I wouldn't be shocked if he put one ping pong ball that had the Wizards logo on it. But you guys,
They're right. Yeah, dude. Straight up.
Yeah,
I want to count.
If it comes out, we're fucked. But I'll give him one.
The worst record team
we're not
hasn't
getting
gotten the first overall pick in 6 years. Someone said.
Yeah, because they're fucking behind the scenes like puppet masters, figuring out where they want these guys to get. It's bullshit.
Krabs, something I wanted to admit to you before we get into the Prize Picks Lab is I'm officially hanging up Jordan Poole. So I just want you to know it took me a long time. It took me him caking my last 2 slips in legacy fashion and having to watch him miss floaters, miss layups, and go 3 for 10 from 3 for about the 900th time since he's joined the Wizards. But I want you to know I'm hanging him up.
It's probably time.
I still support him, but I'm hanging him up. He's not touching my
still-
slips ever again.
Still rooting for him, but I think we're at the point where he just might not be that good at basketball, right? He might just not be that good. He's fun. He's cool. He hits crazy threes. The way he plays is fun. His play style is crazy. He's all over the place. But he might just not be that good.
He just needs to be a 6th man on a
We're
good
at that
team.
point. Yeah, he's a good bench player, right? He's not a starter. I think that's pretty clear at this point. But he can score. He just doesn't do anything else.
Oh, he can score.
Clash and Charlie and Chad. I do like that we got AJ Johnson. Everybody's acting like he's the next LeBron James. I need to see it, but look, I like some of the pieces. And then one of the other trades we made, we got this guy CD Sissoko, and then we cut him immediately. We're not even bringing him in. The fuck are we doing? We just traded for him.
That's what I don't understand. It's these teams trade for people and then just get rid of them right away. It's so you just traded for him and didn't want him at all in the first place.
Yeah.
Why
What did we get?
for him?
What are we?
Why are you trading for him?
It's almost
So
better
ridiculous.
that the Bulls got 3 guys and immediately were like, yeah, we're shipping all 3.
Yeah, they're all going to be gone.
All right, let's jump in Prize Picks. Let's get a little 3-man lineup. Then we'll get Krabs out of here for BTL. I would like to go. I might go to the NBA. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Some was looking at me weird this morning that I wanted to potentially tap in on.
Well, I got a weird square. I can.
Paolo's
You got
once
it?
getting up for 1.5 threes. That's just gross.
Yeah,
do
we
they do
can't
it
take
again?
that though.
No, I'm not
I'm
taking
done.
it, but fuck that.
done.
I took it last night with you
I'm
guys. I was like, dude, I'm in.
God
He's a
damn
bump.
it.
I also retired him for my slips. Paolo is literally an employee. I'm convinced.
He played great last night. He just couldn't get any threes on, man.
He couldn't hit his points either, Krabs. He hooked.
So beat. So beat.
I might
Look,
have
I got a
to
square.
squeak James Harden threes. I'm sorry.
Harden threes.
I might have to squeak it.
Let's take a peep. 2.5. I
might
mean,
have-
that's looking pretty Reds.
I know. I kind of like the matchup too against the Pacers.
I mean, should be plenty of points in that one. Total's moving up to 230.
I agree.
Clippers are catching steam after a bad loss. I'm in for James Harden if you are.
Let's go. I'm in.
I got a nasty hockey square that I want to talk about.
Wow. I did not see
Change
that
it up.
coming. but I'm in.
I know. I want to give you a green square. I don't want to give you an NBA square if I'm not loving it. I want to give you a green square here. Nico Dawes, more than 2.5 goals allowed. He's the only guy up in that category. He doesn't even have a profile picture. And if you look at how he's been playing, I mean, he's been on his head. Hasn't given up more than 2 goals in his last 5 games. And he's up there for 2.5 goals allowed against Vegas tonight. And Vegas is catching 10 cents of steam on the road. So I think we see Nico Dawes giving up some goals tonight.
I'm familiar with my tender, and I can tell you that kid is fucking rat shit.
Oh, he's your Devils goalie. Sure.
Yeah, he is. His record as the goalie, I'm pretty sure, is 8-17.
Oy.
He is actual rat shit. But he played well last game against, and he didn't even play well against the Penguins. We had to go to overtime because he can't stop shit. And our defense is junk, dude. VGK is going to have their way with us. I like that. Josh,
are you going to be allowed to take that and kind of fade your team there a little bit?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Here's my thing about the Devils fandom in hockey. Until we're in the playoffs, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Just with hockey, like, I'm sorry, that might be fair weather fan. I'll support him and watch him like I did with Rav, and I like watching him. I love Jack Hughes, but I'm not going to like turn on my ultra fandom until we're in the offs.
Right.
And I check the scores every game. And I have the system of fading them when they're minus 150 and above because I do watch some of the games. But I'm not going to be like not taking Nico Dawes goals allowed till we're in the playoffs.
Sure.
I'm going to go with Isaiah Watts points, more than 9.5. Washington State's guard. Like the over in that game. This dude hasn't hit the last 3.
I like that too.
Isaiah Watts against Oregon State.
Luan.
The Beeve.
I actually love that.
All right.
I like this 3-piece.
James Harden 3s, Nico Dawes goals allowed, and Isaiah Watts points.
I actually really like that. I'm in on.
I'll drop the link here in the Twitch chat as well if anybody wants to tail.
Yeah, drop that.
I'll drop that puppy.
Roman, I did take late night Bryce Williams PRA. That is a printer.
Yeah, he's been cooking.
That kid is unbelievable this year, although he fried Washington, and I had Washington too.
All right, chat. The link is in the Twitch.
Chat, don't be afraid to tap in on that.
And now it's actually in the Twitch. There we go. Why is it not letting me fucking paste it?
Is it not going?
I'll get it. Hold on.
We had someone in here earlier spamming, so maybe the Twitch won't let you post links or something.
There we go. Boom.
Bang.
She's
Let's
in
go.
there.
Fuck yeah.
She's in there. Good. WTMA today. We appreciate you, gents, getting the day started.
Of course. Thank you, Krabs, for coming on as always.
Yeah. I'll catch you down there in Dallas this weekend, Mike.
Let's go.
Right?
I can't wait.
Peace.
We'll be.
I love when Krabs comes on.
It's the best.
It's literally the best. I love asking about Washington sports. If we had a show, me, you, and Krabs just talking about moose shit and sports orgs, we could talk for hours.
Forever. Yeah.
Literally forever.
For literal ever.
We could literally pass it to him, getting Chris Middleton. Oh, wait, pass it to me. We got Aaron Rodgers and won 4 games. Then we could pass it to you.
Oh, we got Trey Jones.
Levine for nothing.
Oh, we got Trey Jones for Zach Levine.
All right, Josh, you have any more golf you want to feed the people?
I was just looking. I mean, no, still that one square is still my favorite. Chaz Reavy. That's well.
Chaz Reavy. Also, chat announcement. I'm going under the needle today.
It's exciting.
The lineup, I'll repeat it now for you guys. Here we go. We got it right here. James Harden, more than 2.5 threes. Nico Dawes, more than 2.5 goals allowed. Isaiah Watts, more than 9.5 points in college basketball. Read it. Yeah, I'm actually getting a BBL today. Getting a BBL.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, my BBL.
Well, no, you have to wash it too. You have to wash it every day, 3 times a day. You're like,
what?
You have to use like Dial. You have to use like Dial soap, and just like wash it in like a circular motion.
For how long?
Well, you'll keep on like you'll have like a protective wrap that'll stay on for like a couple days, then it'll come off, and then you have to wash it like 3 times a day for like a month.
What?
Yeah.
What if you forget?
I mean, just keep it clean. Like you don't have to actually do it 3 times a day.
That
but
almost
just,
makes
like,
you
keep it
not
clean.
want to get them. That's so much effort.
It's really not that bad. Like it's easy. Just like you bring Dial soap with you wherever you are, and then just like you like go in the bathroom and just like pull your shorts up and like literally just like rub it on and then rinse it off. It's
Wow.
not hard.
That's rad.
But
All
yeah,
right.
you got to do that.
I mean, that's rad. Chad, that's fucking rad.
Someone said, "Wait, actually."
All right, Josh. Say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye to the people. All right.
Something I want to talk about today. We end every episode the same. We kind of take a step back, get a little bit more serious, check in on you guys. I hope you guys are doing all right. If you're not, just know you're gonna get through it. Don't go in pools or lakes. All right, I'm not.
Yeah, maybe it is like 2 weeks. I think it's like a month.
is
It was a
fucking
crazy.
crazy.
month. It was a month you can't go into pools and lakes and shit like that.
Oh, weird. Okay, I'm not.
But
doing
it's
that.
like, yeah, and you have to put Aquaphor on it or Vaseline
I don't
after
have
you
that.
wash it. You
I
have to
don't
buy
have
it.
that. All right, word. But we end every episode just taking a little step back and a little bit more serious. We like to have fun on here, but I also like to make sure you guys are doing good, and I like to leave you with something to take with you for the rest of the day. I heard this quote on TikTok a couple months ago, and I wrote it down, and I didn't want to use it until I felt like, not that the moment calls for it, but until I felt like I meant it when I said it. And I think it kind of goes along with something that I'm going to get on my body today, which is Romans 8:18, which is, for now I consider that our current sufferings are not worth comparing to the joy that'll be revealed. And I believe it was a celebrity, and he said, "You love, you lose, you fight. The ball rolls your way, and then it doesn't." And I think that is just a beautiful way of saying life is going to life, so you might as well just keep going. We stress at the end, and I'm going to stress it again in about a minute or so, to take a step forward every day. And I think just to keep in mind that, if you're going through something or you're struggling with something or life feels like it's really got you against the ropes or you feel like your back is against the wall, just remember that you're going to love, you're going to lose, you're going to fight. The ball's going to roll your way sometimes, and then it's not. But if you keep going, that ball's going to roll your way again, and then it's going to roll away again, and then it's going to roll your way again. But you got to be the one that keeps going. And I think that's the hardest part. And I think that's something that I've realized too. Like, you just got to keep going. The minute you stop is when life starts doing that pressure thing. You guys ever seen that on TikTok? They put a tennis ball on it and the thing comes down and just crushes them. That's where life will get you. And we talk about it all the time. No matter what you're doing, you're going to wake up every morning and life is going to life. And you got to be the one that keeps going forward. You got to keep moving. You got to keep going, because you're going to love, you're going to lose, you're going to fight. The ball's going to roll your way, and then it's not. But you got to keep going through all that stuff, through every single one of those emotions and feelings. And understand that it's okay to get caught up in those, because you're a human. Those emotions aren't foreign. If we weren't supposed to feel those emotions, we wouldn't feel them. If you didn't have tear ducts, you wouldn't be supposed to cry. And I think that's okay to understand as well, that this journey is a journey, and there's going to be days where you feel horrible. There's going to be days where horrible things happen. There's going to be days where great things happen. There's going to be days where you feel amazing, but understanding that that's going to change by the hour, by the day, by the month, by the week. But you got to just keep going. If you're in a rut and you feel like you're feeling like shit and nothing's going your way, just keep moving. The beautiful thing about Finding Nemo is Dory says, just keep swimming. Remove that from a kid's movie. We heard that when we were 12, 11, 10 years old. You could use that today. You just got to keep swimming. And that's why we end every episode the same way, which is just take one step forward for me. I know how hard life can be. We're going to take step backwards constantly. I've taken steps backwards this week, but it's about what we've learned through doing this show. It's drawing the strength from the attempt, not putting all the earnest on the result. That if you can be the person that wakes up every single day and takes that step forward, you're going to be a better person by the end of the year. And yeah, you're going to take steps backwards. But if you wake up the next morning and you try to take a step forward, you're going to be the stronger person. And you're going to feel better for it, I promise. And that step could be something as small as making your bed or getting out of your bed or calling your mother or telling one of your friends you love them. And I'm going to tell you what, I love you. If you haven't heard that today, I want you to hear it from me. I love you. You're going to do great. You're going to be fine. You're going to get through whatever you're going through. I'm proud of you for getting up today. I'm proud of you for doing whatever you need to do to make yourself feel good. And I love you. I cannot stress enough how thankful I am for everyone that shows support for this show, for everyone that shows up to the stream every single day. It means the actual world. This is my favorite thing that I want to do. Hopefully we made you smile. Hopefully we made you laugh, because that's all that matters at the end of the day. But I cannot stress enough how thankful I am for everyone that shows up to the stream every day, for everyone that's active in chat, for everyone that hangs out with me and Josh for an hour 45, 5 days a week. We will be here, same time, same place tomorrow. Go check out BTL after this if you haven't. It's same stream. It starts literally in 2 minutes. You don't even have to go anywhere. Just keep this stream open. They're up next. The squad ride, I believe, came home last night. Squad ride, I believe, came home last night. So they're about to get hot going into the Super Bowl, which we love. And then after that, we're going to have Surge as well. So make sure if you want to pitch some plays to the community, you go check out Surge. I love you guys. I cannot stress it enough. We'll see you here tomorrow.